Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here or just stopping by, hello, my name is Jennifer. I'd love it if you stuck around and subscribed. And if you're returning, you probably already know from the title. What is this bitch gonna do to her hair now? So this year, even before the global pandemic, I was having some serious hair crises, whatever. I was struggling. So if you don't know, you're about to know. In December, my hair was like titty level ish, right around here, and it was the same color red, and it was super damaged. I hadn't cut my hair in 4 years, almost 5, yes, and it was 4 years, excuse me. And what had happened there was my dad got into a very bad accident, and I just kind of had a mental breakdown in 2015. And I cut my hair off. My hair was seriously like down to here, the same length it was in December, but this is in 2015. My hair was pretty long, and I had a meltdown, and I cut it off myself. I gave myself a pixie cut, which we don't have to talk about that. So moving on, from giving myself a very bad traumatic, I feel sideways, pixie cut, I was just like, I'm just not gonna cut my hair. I'm just gonna let this bitch do what it's gonna do. And it got pretty long. I got pregnant in 2018, and we was doing good, okay? Like, my hair was very healthy. It was living its best life. After I had my baby though, shit just, I mean, it wasn't like supremely healthy. It was growing really well, and my new growth was really healthy from where I was taking prenatals, and like my hair was just living its best life. And then I continually colored my hair bright red. To keep my vibrant red hair, I color my hair about every 4 to 5 weeks. Not recommended, but it's fine. And my hair just, the bottom of my hair, like here down, was just super dead from just heat damage, hair color damage, product damage, wearing it up all the time, never trimming it, never cutting it. For 4 years, my hair just did its thing. And in December of 2019, I decided that I wanted to have healthy hair instead of just long hair. So I decided I was going to cut it into a long, very dramatic, long A-line bob. And then what happened there was I said I wanted the longest point to be at my collarbone, which is right here, and I wanted the shortest point to be right on my shoulder. So pretty dramatic angle there. And what had happened was the first time I went and got it cut, it was longer in the back than it was in the front. I kind of had a mullet going, and then it was too short to begin with. So then I didn't want to keep this angle, so I went and got it cut the correct way, which made it even shorter. It ended up it got really way shorter than what I was anticipating, but I have rocked a bob. I've rocked a bob more in the past 15 years than I have rocked longer hair, so I was down with it. We just went with it. I moved on from that meltdown. And then I got rid of my red hair. I also colored my hair very dark brown, almost black, and then it ended up I just started coloring it black. And then in February, I was like, I'm gonna get rid of my black hair. I wanna go back to my natural. If you don't know, I'm naturally blonde, and that was a nightmare, and I gave up and just ended up putting dark back over it. I just couldn't get the years of red hair color and then the months of black hair color off of it. So I gave up, put the dark back on it, we rolled, and then in June, I decided I was really gonna do it. I was sick of having to color my hair. I was over it, and I just wanted my natural hair color to be able to come back in. So we went on a bleaching journey again, and I actually achieved pretty spot on close to my natural hair color. I did it all at home. Everything was fine. I frizzled the ends of my hair just a tinge, and my hair was probably right around my collarbone at this point from where my bob had been growing out. And I ended up going to a professional hairstylist and getting a shadow root. I let my root grow in just a little bit from the bleach, and I had my shadow root done to match my natural root so it could just all grow out and be seamless and perfect. However, my hair just naturally, to begin with, like right off the bat, my hair is naturally more dry. I wouldn't say curly hair, but I have really wavy hair naturally, and the blonde was just not jiving with it. Naturally, when my hair was blonde, like God-given, it was fine. Everything was fine, but after that much processing had been done on my hair was extremely dry. My hair always looked dry. My hair never looked healthy. It felt like shit. I hated having to do my hair every day. So I put the red back over it. And my red came out way more red than I anticipated because I'm an idiot and I didn't think about most of the time when I had red hair, I had been putting it over a brunette color, and this time I had put it over processed blonde hair. Also, I forgot to say, I kept my blonde hair for like 2.5 months. I was very proud of how long I stayed blonde. I always want to go back to my natural blonde, and then when I do it, I'm like, I just don't think I look normal blonde. I have had dark or red hair for so long that it just doesn't look right to me. I'm very pale. I feel like it washes me out, and I just don't like it. And I went back to my red hair because that's my favorite color to have. I really like having my red hair. People compliment my red hair. People think I am naturally redheaded. Yeah, people think this is natural, but whatever. Even with that root hanging out, it's okay. Also, my scalp is stained red because I used a color depositing shampoo last time I washed my hair. We're just moving on from that. Now we're here to present day. So my bob is growing out pretty well. You can see that it's, you know, growing out. This was right at the nape of my neck, which is right here. She's growing. We're pretty happy with her. And my point is still going pretty strong. It could use a little smooshing right here. These are bangs that I cut like way up here. No, it was like right here in January, and they're growing out, so we're proud of her. And we're gonna talk about this side. So what happened was my bob was getting pretty long, about right here, and it was long enough that it was too freaking hot for me to wear down at work, but it was not long enough that I could actually put it up without having 57 clips hold it up. So I decided that I was gonna take those little rubber elastics, and I was gonna take a little section like this, put it in a ponytail, and split it and like loop my hair through, and then I was just going to continue to combine it so that all my short hair would end up put back into that. We did this last week. It went over really well at work, except some of the elastics snapped in my hair while I was at work, which was slightly irritating, but it had enough going on that it stayed throughout my shift. Got home, took it all out. It was a pain in the ass to take out, but I was like, you know what? I stayed way cooler at work with my hair up. You know, I think that's going to be my new go-to for work. I don't have to put heat on it. It'll be fine. But I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. And I did not think about the fact that I had bleached hair, color processed hair, heat damage. Just, it was a lot going on. I have naturally dry hair to begin with on top of all of that. So what happened was, all those little rubber bands broke off random pieces of my hair. There are some pieces back here. I gotta find one. There are random pieces that are just way, there you go. They're shorter than the rest of my hair. I don't know if we can see that, okay. There's just random pieces that are shorter. Then I got to looking over here and I was like, man, what an odd gap. Oh, that's a snapped off little broken piece right there. Okay. And then, like I said, I wasn't paying attention to my hair. I pretty much wash my hair once a week or so. Sometimes it goes longer than a week. And I blow dry it, I straighten it, and I just fuck with it the rest of the week. I don't care. So I hadn't been paying attention. And I washed my hair, and I got out of the shower. Let me grab a brush. Don't hate on my Cinderella brush. I got out of the shower. I blow dried my hair because I don't brush my hair wet, even though I have a wet brush. And I was straightening my hair, and I really got to looking, and I was like, why is my hair so much shorter on this side? It was completely even. And all I could think was, I wore that hairstyle with all those little plastic rubber bands twice, and they were snapping in my head when I would turn, because I used to be a cheerleader. I like tightly pulled back hair. I know it's terrible. And I was like, I bet when those rubber bands were snapping, because they were all snapping on this side for the most part, that it was breaking my hair off with it. So I get to looking, and that's it was better on the dark. That's pretty broken off hair right there. That's not cute. And then I got to looking, and it is extremely broken off. Oh, just on that side. I don't know if we noticed here. Quite a bit of difference. I was like, what are we gonna do here? And I was kind of having a meltdown, because I was like, what the fuck is going on? And like, if you look, the back of my hair is longer than the front on this side. Don't nobody need that. So I got on Pinterest, as one does, because I know I can rock a bob. I know I don't like it, but I know I can rock way short hair. I hate it when people call short hair like right here, because to me that's like growing out almost to, like, this is the longest my hair has been since I was a little kid. That's like medium to me. This is a shorter medium. Short to me is like a damn near pixie cut. Moving on. So I knew I was gonna have to cut it, because I know if I don't cut this, both sides really, because they're just both really frazzled. Let me show you. That side's pretty fucking frazzled too. I know if I don't cut it, it's just gonna continue to break and break and break until it's up here like my little baby hairs that have been growing out. So I got on Pinterest. I was looking at really short hairstyles that I could potentially try to get. And I was like, well, I like the length of this point, but that point's gonna have to go to even out my hair, because I'm not with the uneven shit. We've decided, I will add a picture somewhere in here, I think we've decided that my bob is gonna end right about my chin length, and that'll get the majority of this frazzled piece off. Really the only thing left will be right here, but I can make those into some side swept bangs. And we're gonna cut the back of my hair. So, welcome to another mental breakdown hair video. Yay! I do have hair shear. Weird thing. So sometimes, I cannot see if you can see what I'm talking about. Sometimes when your bob is so short and you want that angle, I kind of like this side though, hey. When your bob is so short, as short as I'm gonna have to go to keep that angle going, sometimes you kind of gotta get a little bit of an undercut. So most of this is probably gonna be saying its farewell tonight. Also, it's 12:18 in the morning. James does not have to work tomorrow. My child is at my dad's house. And we're gonna cut my hair. So, once again, my scalp is stained from color depositing shampoo. I'm gonna, oh yeah, now you can see it. I'm gonna give my hair a little bit of a center part so that we can see that half my hair broke off. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find right at my ear, kind of like this part of my ear, and we're gonna kind of draw up to where we have a pretty good moment, and that's behind my ear is gonna be pretty short, but the front of my ear is gonna be down at the angle, and this side's gonna obviously have more cut off to follow with my jawline, just because it's not as broken off. But I mean, you can't see that it's breaking off no matter what I do. So that's the plan, and I'm gonna have James come in here to help me out. Welcome to a haircutting video. I'm probably going to move you guys into my bathroom where I have a bigger mirror, and we're gonna cut my hair. I'm probably gonna speed it up and just do a voiceover because long videos. So yeah, here we go. Let's go cut my hair off. So I'm starting off by just parting my hair straight down the middle and slicking it back into a low pony. And then you're going to want to pull your elastic down to where you're wanting the shortest piece of your hair to be, which is what I'm doing right there. And then you're just going to chop it off. This will give you the start of your angle that you're wanting for your bob. And I realized I needed a towel to set all my stuff on. Once you're done cutting off your little ponytail, you want to take it out, obviously cut below the elastic so your hair doesn't fly everywhere. And then I'm just finding the little point going from the apex of my head, which is where your head starts to round out again on the top, down to my ear. Also, sorry if my voiceover sounds skanky. I went to get my headphones out to record this and my dog had chewed up all my headphones. Anywho, now I have the back of my hair put up and I'm just working on cutting off all the fried pieces on the front of my hair. The back of my hair didn't really get damaged just because I don't fuck with the back of my hair a lot. So I'm just cutting this off, trying to keep a point, and I'm also turning my scissors completely vertical and point cutting a little bit just to get some of the thickness off the bottom of my hair, and I'm just working on getting it evened out. So now what I'm doing is taking the front pieces of my hair with it parted down the middle, and I'm just cutting a few little wispy pieces to create a little bit more movement since my hair is going to be super freaking short and I need shorter pieces throughout it, just to kind of give a little more volume and movement to my hair. I'm just double checking that the front is even, and now I'm reparting by my ear to my apex. And James is about to come in and help cut the back of my hair. I am just putting a tiny elastic around the front of my hair so that it's out of the way and James doesn't accidentally hack it off. So I ended up pulling up the back of my hair all the way down to a very, very thin layer at the very bottom of my head. And this is going to be the shortest point of my hair. And I had James come in and I kind of showed him the shape I wanted, where it was shorter in the middle of my head and then went out longer to the sides to create an angle. And he was very, very scared that he was going to mess up my hair and I was going to get mad. So I just got a mirror and was turning around because I know how to cut it. I just couldn't get my hands back there to do it and be able to see it. And I'm just explaining to him like the shape I'm needing, where to cut pretty much. And he did an excellent job, just so you know. But that's all he's doing right now. And I continually pick up my mirror just to check because he was super nervous. And I was telling him, like, don't worry about right there. We're going to buzz it off. And this side needs to be a little shorter. And you just want to create that shape. Then I took down the rest of the back of my hair so he could see how it hung over. And he's just going to even it out, creating that, like, rounded off shape on the back of my head. He was super scared. So, but he did excellent, and you can look at his face and see how worried he was. That's the shape we're going for, that little shape I just drew on my mirror that you probably couldn't see, but it's okay. So I'm just checking, and he was really nervous about how short it was getting, but I knew it was going to end up getting pretty short. I'm just picking up my flat iron and kind of running through a few places and picking up hair that I need him to cut off just because I can't get back there. So now that we're moving over to the side of my hair where I can see it again and kind of get my hands back there to be able to cut it, James just kind of sat on the side of the tub in case I needed him again because I knew I was going to. And I'm just hacking off pretty much the sides of my hair right behind my ear where it was still long. James had to do the very back and I pretty much did the front, and he kind of helped me even it out. So I'm just kind of looking at all the pieces that are hanging down. I am not a professional. All the pieces I saw hanging down, I'm just kind of hacking off. Don't worry, we're going to fix it. It's totally fine. Once I had it pretty much even and where I wanted it, I put my original part back in, and I'm kind of messing with it to see how I could wear it for the next week until I can get into a professional to even it out and give me my angle back how I want it. but I think he did really, really good. I'm just putting some bend in it and asking him how he thinks it looks, giving him a 360 and kind of showing him with my hand how it's going to end up looking. And yeah, I got the mirror again just to kind of see how it was looking back there now that I had my hair zhuzhed up. James was kind enough to go get the broom to sweep up all this excess hair, and he also got his little electric trimmer thingy-mabob, and he just buzzed off the very bottom of my hair. So James was not super overly thrilled to help me hack off my hair. He doesn't really care what I do to my hair. He just was nervous little Nelly. This is where we're ending it off. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up just keeping that out. And later, when it's not 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll go and I'll get this angle more angled, but until then I think we're just gonna rock out messy volume, this little wave situation in the front, and I think we can get away with it. So hopefully it's not like horrific. And the other good thing is it's off my neck technically, so I won't stay as hot at work. And when I go to work, if I do anything, I'll probably just pin back. I'll do a braid. I should probably show you with. Is it perfect? No. Is it even? Not like all the way, but it's even enough that I can kind of get away with it. There's an obscene amount of hair down the back of my shirt. I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go hop in a shower. Even though it's not hair wash day, I am gonna go wash my hair just to get all the little sniggly bits out. The only other thing I might do is just kind of point cut a little bit to get some of the weight off of the very ends of my hair, because it's very blunt right now. I was gonna have James do that angle a little more hard, but he got kind of concerned because I was just like chopping off my hair randomly. Now don't forget, there's quite a bit more hair on my floor, but we cut off quite a bit. There's random little blonde pieces. I would call this at-home, technically quarantine haircut a success for the time being. Am I gonna leave it like this? Absolutely not. I'm gonna go to a professional and get it evened out, and I will more than likely end up with the back of my hair stacked, which is fine by me. And thanks for coming along, guys. I hope you liked the video. I will see you on my next one.